Hello good people, I'm Chef Robbie Hooker with Crane Food Service Solutions. Today we're going to be talking about the operation and the cleaning of the Alto-Shaam Cook and Hold Smoker. Please note that all information in this training is superseded by your owner's manual. This is the Alto-Shaam Cook and Hold Smoker with the deluxe controls. This is a great unit. One of the benefits is when you smoke in this and you cook product, you get a much higher yield, which gets us a much better ROI. This deluxe control also has the ability to have pre-programmed recipes that you can choose from, to where it's so simple, it's literally the press of a button, add your wood chip box, add your product, close the door, and it takes care of itself. Very efficient. It's about $1 a day to use. The first thing that we want to do, we're going to remove this bottom rack and we're going to move it up to the top for easy access to the wood chip heating element. The next thing we want to do, here is the power button. We're going to push and hold it down. The unit will start to come on. Once the screen is up, you can cook in two different ways. You can cook with pre-programmed recipes. Here's a recipe book with all of your recipes. A multitude of items can be cooked in this unit. Pork butts and brisket at the same time, bacon, beef clod, boneless skinless chicken thighs, brisket, pork belly, pork butt, ribs, prime rib, and smoked chickens, many options. All recipes can be downloaded to a flash drive, loaded onto the unit, and used. I can even email them to anyone. They can download that to a flash drive, plug it into their unit, download, they're ready to go. You can now choose whichever recipe. When you find it, you simply press, hit the green arrow. The unit will now go into preheat mode. Once the unit is preheated, now we will take our wood chip box filled with pre-soaked wood chips that have been soaked for at least 24 hours. We'll simply take it, slide it on the back cow rod. We'll now lower our rack. We can now insert our probe into our product wherever we like, put the product in, plug in our probe. You'll notice these vents. We'll want to halfway open the top vents and notice the bottom vents are closed. If our oven is completely full of product, we'll want to open all the vents. Now we'll simply close the door. You'll see the little red hand in the top right corner. We'll now press that, and now the unit will go into smoking and cook mode, and then once it's cooked, it will then go into hold mode. We can also cook for manual mode. Simply touch the screen. You'll now see our choices: preheat, cold smoke, cook, and hold. We're gonna hit our preheat button, set our preheat temperature wherever we like. 250 is good. Then you'll see the little plus sign right here. We'll hit that for our second stage. Now we'll go into cook or hold, so we'll hit cook. And I can either cook by time or by probe. I generally recommend cooking by probe. The reason I recommend cooking in probe mode is because while the unit is cooking, say at 250, 300 degrees, and you have the probe in the product, as that unit is cooking and as the meat is increasing in temperature, the machine is going to take all the science out of the cooking process. So as it gets closer to that final temperature, it's going to start leveling off to where now it's going to meet, and then it will automatically go into hold mode, and then it will hold at that holding temperature, improving the quality of the meat as it's in the unit instead of drying it out or making it not juicy, right? It's going to hold it perfectly. We'll set our probe temperature, whatever you may like. Here's the smoke icon. You'll notice I just turned on the smoking feature. This will now smoke while the product cooks. Then we'll go down here to the plus sign for our next step. Now we'll go into hold mode. And now you simply hit the start button, and now your program that you just entered will now cook. When your product is done, you can now simply open the door, disconnect the probe, remove your product, and have it ready for service. Now let's talk about cleaning the unit. So for cleaning the unit, it's very simple. All of these racks slide right out. The drip pan slides out. This drip pan has a nice feature as well. You'll notice that I can just swivel this to collect juices, and I'm not trying to carry around a pan full of juice. Once I get to the fat floating on top, I can now move it up to the top because I just want all the jus. I can now take this out. This can be cleaned as well. These side racks literally lift right off. Okay? All of this can be ran through a commercial dish machine or through a 3-compartment sink. Now we just have the interior and the glass. So we just take a non-caustic degreaser. We'll spray it down once it's cooled down. We don't want anyone to get burned. Simply wipe out all the inside, spray the door as well, wipe this off. Notice right here, there's little hinges where I can open up this glass. I can clean in here as well with a nice glass cleaner, as well as this one on the outside. Then I simply close. One of the things I like to do when I clean the door is when I spray this, I like to move these vent hinges all the way open to spray and clean, and then I kind of swivel them back and forth to get any gunk that might be underneath there, so they're not so hard to move. That keeps them easy to move when you're using them, and you can adjust them easily. We also have a drip pan. We just lift up and it catches on little nubs here. This can be drained and cleaned as well. Once everything is clean with the degreaser, I like to rinse it out with some warm soapy water and then wipe it down with a sanitizing solution, and then simply reassemble everything. You'll notice these sidebars fit right in these slots, and the top bar just sits on top of those pegs. If you have any other questions, please reach out to your crane rep. Take care.